Hello everyone, myself Bhumi Patel, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology in Department of Electronic and Communication. Today we are going to study about mathematical modeling of the system, unit number 2, mathematical models of the system. So first of all, I will brief about the basic idea of mathematical modeling of the system. First topic is what is mechanical system. Most of the control system contain mechanical as well as electrical components. Some systems even have hydraulic and pneumatic elements. From a mechanical point of view, the description of electrical and mechanical elements are analogy. The motion of mechanical element can be described in various dimensions as translation, rotational, and combination of translation and rotational system. The equation governing the motion of mechanical system are often formulated directly or indirectly from Newton's law of motion. So, the mathematical modeling of the system, it is the analogy of mechanical as well as electrical system. First topic is what is translation motion. The motion of translation is defined as a motion that takes place along a straight line. In the analysis, it is convenient to make use of three elements: mass, damper, and spring. What is the rotational mechanical element? So, in rotational, the rotational motion of a body can be defined as motion about a fixed axis. The modeling produced is very close to that used in translation motion. In this system, the variables of interest are the torque and the angular acceleration or angular velocity or angular displacement. So, the element of the rotational motion is inertia, rotary damper, rotary spring, and the gear. First of all, what is mass? The force applied to a mass produces an acceleration of the mass. According to the Newton's second law, F of t is equal to ma, where F of t is equal to apply force, m is equal to mass of the body, and a is equal to acceleration of the body. So, in this free body diagram is mass, f of t, and x of t is the displacement. So, component input here force f of t, component output is position x of t, and further according to the Newton's third law, action and reaction are equal and opposite. Hence, reaction force F is produced in the body. As soon as the displacement of the body takes place, the direction of such a force is opposite to the acceleration. So, equation will become f of t is equal to m d square x of t upon dt square is equal to m x double dot t, where next is damper. What is damper? Damper is the nothing but there is a motion between two physical elements. Damper is also known as friction. Friction force exists. The friction force encountered in the physical system are usually of a non-linear nature. The characteristic of the friction force between two contending surface often depend on such factors as the composition of the surface, the pressure between the surface, their relative velocity, etc. So there are three types of friction is available: viscous friction, static friction and column friction. So here F is equal to B V of T, where F is equal to viscous friction force, B is equal to viscous friction coefficient. So here component input is force F of T and component output is position X of T. So final equation, force F of T is equal to F into X dot T. Third one is spring. Definition of spring: a spring is considered to be an element that stores the potential and energy. These are used to provide restoring force. When a spring is deformed, a reaction force is produced. This force will oppose the applied force and brings back to the spring to its original condition. So, the reaction force produced by the spring is directly proportional to the displacement of the spring. So, the equation will become F of T is equal to Kxt, means force will be directly depend of X of T, where the K is equal to spring constant, X of T is equal to displacement and F of T is equal to our reactive force. Next one is mass spring viscous damper system. We can take one example, car suspension. Here you can see that F of T is our input element, mass, spring and friction is given, and X of T is our final displacement. So in right hand side there is a free body diagram of this system. So for any free body diagram, the algebraic sum of extremely applied force and the force opposing the motion in any given direction is 0. So the equation will become F of T is equal to M X double dot T plus F X dot T plus K X of T. So consider a mechanical system and electrical system for force voltage analogy. Now first of all, what is the analogy of the system? As discussed earlier, the first step towards analysis of the control system is the formulation of its mechanical model. The mechanical models formed are by application of one or more fundamental law which relate to the physical nature of the system or its element. Example, Kirchhoff's law or Ohm's law are used for the electrical system and Newton's law is used for the mechanical system. The use of this basic law helps us in the formation of differential equation. It has been seen that two different physical systems can be described by the same mathematical model. Thereby, this idea is known as analogy of the system. This concept of analogy system is very useful in the study of complex systems like electrical, mechanical, hydraulic, etc. So, in this analogy, in left hand side one mechanical system is given, in middle one analogy of electric system is given, and the right hand side diagram the free body diagram of the mechanical system. Here force is our input and X is our output, and the mechanical element in the mechanical system is mass, spring and damper, and the analogy electrical system voltage is our input and the L, C and R is connected. So the differential equation describing the dynamic of mechanical system as we can see in earlier, M double dot X plus B dot X dot plus Kx is equal to F. This is our equation number 1. Next, for the electrical system, equation is L di by dt plus 1 by C integration of I dt plus Ri is equal to V. Using Kirchhoff's law and Ohm's law, we can get the equation number 2 for the electrical system. Now, where I is current, the charge Q and the current I is a relationship. So, I is equal to Q dash. So, simplify the equation number 2. Rewrite the equation number 2. Equation 2 will become L Q double dot plus R Q dot plus 1 by C Q is equal to V. By comparing the equation number 1 for mechanical system and equation number 3 for electrical system, analogy quantity are shown in the tabular column as force will be directly equal to the voltage, mass will be equivalent to inductance, damping coefficient or friction will be equivalent to resistance R, spring constant K will be equivalent to capacitance 1 by C, linear displacement X is directly equivalent to charge Q, and linear velocity X dot is directly proportional to current R. So this is the force voltage analogy. If we have the equation of the mechanical system, we can directly convert into electrical system equation. Next analogy is force current analogy. In the force current analogy, consider the electrical system shown in the diagram. I is current is applied to the system. RLC is the component of the system. Apply Kirchhoff's current law. The total current I is equal to the summation of the individual current I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now node voltage V takes the following form: V upon R using Ohm's law plus 1 by L integration of V dt plus C V dot is equal to I, equation number 4, and it is known that the voltage and the magnetic flux phi is related as V is equal to phi dot. So the equation will become C phi double dot plus 1 by R phi dot plus 1 by X phi is equal to I, equation number 5. Comparing the equation number 1 for the mechanical system and the equation number 5 for the electrical system, we can observe the both mechanical and electrical has identically formed, hence the both are analogy. The analogy quantities there are listed as below. So this is the analogy for force current analogy. Force will be directly equivalent to current, mass is equivalent to capacitance, damping coefficient is equivalent to conductance G, spring constant K is equivalent to inductance. Reciprocal of inductance means 1 by L. Linear displacement X is equivalent to magnetic flux phi, and linear velocity X dot is equivalent to voltage V. So this is the analogy quantity in force current analogy. In next mechanical system component for rotation. So first of all, in rotation, what is the inertia of the system? So in the rotational, inertia is considered to be a property of the element that stores the kinetic energy of rotation motion. So here T of T is our input, T means torque, and theta T is our output, J is our inertia. So the equation will become J d square theta T upon dt square is equal to J theta double dot T is equal to T, where the input is the torque T of T and the output is angle theta of T. Damper is the same for the translation motion. Damper is also known as the friction of the system. So the equation of damper is V d theta T upon dt is equal to B theta dot T is equal to dt. Here the component input is torque and the output is angle theta T. And the third one is the spring, and then the equation for the spring is same like the translation motion. K theta T is equal to T. T input is torque and output is the angular velocity. So the analogy of force voltage analogy for rotational motion is torque is directly equivalent to voltage, moment of inertia J is directly equivalent to inductance, damping coefficient B is directly equivalent to resistance R, spring constant K is directly equivalent to reciprocal of capacitance 1 by C, angular displacement theta dot is directly equivalent to charge Q, and angular velocity theta dot is directly equivalent to current I. Next, analogy quantity for force current analogy, same like force voltage. For rotational motion, torque T is directly equivalent to current I, moment of inertia J is directly equivalent to capacitance C, damping coefficient B is directly equivalent to conductance G, spring constant K is directly equivalent to rotational of reciprocal of inductance 1 by L, angular displacement V directly equivalent to magnetic flux phi, and angular velocity theta dot is